You've opened this video, and from this moment forward, I'm going to tell you something that will change the trajectory of your life and allow you to look at investing with a completely different perspective. But first, you have to let this sink into your mind. When you look at the wealthiest people in the world, the picture is clear. 75% are self-made, entrepreneurs, 15% are smart investors, 7% inherited their wealth, and 3% are celebrities, jocks, athletes. So, where are the people who only rely on a salary? A huge 0%. They are slaves. Therefore, if you want to figure out how to manage money like that top 1% crowd, you need to understand what those first four groups did right. Think of it this way. Entrepreneurs own businesses. Investors own assets. The wealthy heirs own trust funds. And the artist-athlete owns a rare, inimitable talent. Here is the secret. If you don't own something, you are the one who is owned. You must understand this well. From now on, after internalizing this rule, you will become the owner, not the owned. Introducing the 25 to 15 to 50 to 10 rule. I designed this rule for everyone, regardless of how much they earn, to manage their money like the top 1%. Because it's not about how much you make, it's about how you manage the money you make. I personally applied this rule for decades. I started with zero money and no college degree, yet it made me a multi-millionaire, putting me in the 1% bracket. Let's not waste any more time. 25% growth. Make your money work for you. The first 25% of your income will go directly into growth. This is the working portion, the part you will lean on. By growth, I'm not talking about positive thinking or any of that nonsensical stuff. I'm talking about using this money to buy things that increase in value over time. Most people, when they get their salary, first pay the bills, then spend the rest on clutter they won't even remember buying. The result? They are trapped without owning anything, and they wait for the next payday. The system wants us this way, believe me. They want to keep us as breathless slaves, appearing rich for a week, only to be anxiously waiting for the next paycheck at the end of the month. Aren't you aware that this is nothing but modern slavery? Back then, there was free food. Now you spend your money on food, and you only have the illusion of being free, as if you have a lot of money. Time to start the fight. If you understand this, you can start to fight back. Directly transfer the first 25% into assets, anything that increases in value and puts money into your pocket. While you're at work, let these assets work for you in the background. One day, these assets will earn you more than your main job, because they will grow. The miracle of starting early. You don't need large sums to start investing. Look at this story. Billy started investing $200 a month at age 20. Phil started at 30, but put in $300 a month to catch up. By age 60, Billy retired with a full $600,000 more than Phil, despite having invested $12,000 less. The only difference? Starting early. This is the secret of the crazy power called compound growth. Start now, no matter how small. Where will you start? The safest, for beginners. Index funds. Don't try to pick the market. Buy a small slice of the entire market, like the S&P 500. Let it grow silently in the background. Medium risk. High income skills. Coding, sales, marketing, copywriting. This is the fastest return you can see. No one can take this skill away from you. High risk, for fun. Bitcoin, NFTs, gold, etc. These are your to-the-moon attempts. They are fun to try, but you don't build long-term wealth with these. Don't forget taxes, crucial. If you invest in the wrong account, you might unknowingly pay thousands to the government. So, use tax-advantaged accounts, like a Roth IRA in the US or ISA in the UK. Your money grows tax-free in these accounts. This is a legal trick even billionaires use. Automate it. The moment your salary hits, Automatically transfer 25% to your investment account. Never see that money. Don't even let the desire to spend it arise. In short, forget about it. Your only job afterward. Stop fiddling and focus on earning more. 15% stability. Insurance to stay in the game. The next 15% of your income or salary will go into stability. This is the shield that keeps you in the game and protects your progress. I wish someone had told me this when I was young. I bought a car at 18, took out a loan. 3 months later, the engine blew. Because I had no money on the side, I sank deeper into debt and was at risk of losing my job. That car set my financial life back 2 years. The problem for most people is not money. It's a stability problem. A single, unexpected bill, car repair, dentist, surgery, can shatter everything. That's why you need to incorporate a margin of error into your life that won't leave you stranded in tough times. What is your goal? Add up all your basic expenses, rent, groceries, bills. Let this be your monthly baseline. Now, multiply this figure by 5. Yes, you are aiming to save 5 months' worth of expenses. Excessive? Perhaps, but when life strikes, it usually all comes at once. Where should you keep it? 3 rules. Easy access. It must be available within a maximum of 24 hours. At all times. 0 risk. Never put this money into the stock market or crypto. In an emergency, the market might be down. You'll be ruined. Make money. Don't keep it in a debt account. Find a high-yield savings account. There are some currently offering 4 to 5% interest. At least keep inflation from eating away at your money. Don't let your money melt away. Quick saving trick. Salary deduction. Automatically transfer 15% the moment the salary is paid. Don't wait. Pledge to replenish. If you use it, promise to put it back immediately. Don't forget. Save while spending. Use roundup apps that round up purchases to the nearest dollar or pound, or send cashback rewards directly to this fund. What will you do when this fund is full? 2 options. Either transfer this 15% to growth, investing, or shift it to the final 10%, rewards. 50% basic needs. Feed yourself, not your ego. The next 50% of your income will go to basic needs. This is the portion that feeds you and keeps you from starving, not the one that feeds your ego. It's unbelievable, but over 60% of Americans earning over $100,000 are still living paycheck to paycheck because they are trying to look rich instead of trying to be rich. That's a huge absurdity. When I was 20, my friend used to walk around in branded clothes and expensive watches. I dressed casually and cheaply. That was what was visible. But what was invisible? He had $40 in his account, while I had over $1,000 in investments and a solid stability fund. Wealth is not what you see. It's what you don't see. Wealth is silent. Define your basics. What most people call basic is actually luxury. Your basics are rent, mortgage, groceries, bills, transportation, insurance. That's it. Fast food, forgotten subscriptions, unused gym memberships are not basic. Get rid of them. Shrink the 2 biggest expenses. To create the biggest impact, focus on 2 things. Housing. Negotiate your rent. Your landlord would prefer to keep you than go through the hassle of finding a new tenant. Be smart. Transportation. Don't buy a brand new car. Brand new cars are a liability whose value drops instantly. Buy a reliable, second-hand vehicle. Only consider buying a luxury car when your income truly says you can afford it. Comfort can wait. Use a system, not willpower. Willpower collapses when you're tired. So, set a rule. When you want to buy something, ask yourself, is it impulsive? If yes, wait 7 days. If you forget about it after 7 days, you didn't need it anyway. Brand or value? If it's a brand, skip it. If it's value, meaning you will use it for a long time and its quality. Buy it. Will it improve my life? If no, it's just for boredom, dopamine, or showing off. Don't waste your money. 10% rewards. Maintain your sanity. The last 10% of your income will go to rewards. This is the 10% that keeps you going. The dopamine provider. Let's be honest. If you constantly save money and never enjoy anything, this work becomes torture, and you will give up. This 10% is like the cheat meal that ensures your saving diet is sustainable. No guilt. Whatever you spend this 10% on, don't feel guilty. Buy experiences, vacations, trips, concerts. Invest in memories instead of material things. A ski trip with your spouse, fun at the park with your son. These are investments in your mind, health, and relationships. Psychological. Social life. Going out, hanging out with friends. I neglected this when I was young and lost many of my friends. Strong social bonds are important. Psychological. Gifts for loved ones. Gifts are not objects. They are connection and thoughtfulness. Don't neglect this. The Joy Jar. Open a separate bank account and name it the Joy Jar. Automatically transfer 10% of your salary here. Knowing this fund is limited forces you to use the money in the best way possible. When your friends suggest dinner, you won't have to say no. You'll start thinking about where to go. There you have it, the full 25 to 15 to 50 to 10 rule. This rule changed my life and the lives of most wealthy people today. So, don't delay. Start now, my brother-sister. I look forward to your comments on this rule. Don't forget to subscribe for more investing rules and financial expertise.